This Christmas season, I decided to review another Die Hard game. Specifically, Die Hard 2 for the Amiga. Now, I'm a big fan of the second film, and I don't think it deserves all the hate it gets. Also, I'm a big fan of shooting games in general. So a Die Hard 2 shooting game should be a no-brainer in the fun department, right? Unfortunately, this game really doesn't have a brain in its stupid little head, and it ain't fun to play either. So anyway, let's get into it. Die Hard 2 for the Amiga. Normally I would start out by reviewing the graphics, but I have to mention the opening music first. I think it really kicks some ass. Listen to this! I really like it. Kinda catchy. It even made me dance a little. Do the Die Hard 2 Amiga dance, baby. Duh, duh, duh. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. Bum, 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 bum. Duh, 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 duh. Yeah, ow! Hearing this tune and seeing this cool first pick, I expected a lot from the game. Unfortunately, my high expectations were wrecked as soon as I started it. The graphics in the first level are, not so hot to be charitable. Okay, it kinda sorta looks like the movie. If I try really hard, I can imagine it's the movie. But let's not kid ourselves, folks. The backgrounds look like shit, and so do the terrorists. I'm especially unimpressed by the terrorists. Jesus fucking Christ, look at them! They hardly look alive and human with that gray skin of theirs. These fellas don't look like they come from Die Hard 2. They look like they come from Attack of the Killer Psycho Zombie Transsexual Terrorists. The second level in the Annex Skywalk does look a little bit better, as do the terrorists disguised as painters. But I thought the movie scene took place at night, not in the blue light of day! Oh, whatever. Night, day. I mean, I'm sure it's very hard for the game designers to distinguish between the two. As for the controls, they're pretty simple. Since I didn't have a light gun or joystick handy, I had to settle for the mouse. To move the targeting reticle, you simply move the mouse around. And to shoot bullets, you use the left mouse button, while the right one drops a bomb that kills all the enemies on screen like the Contra Mega Shell. But the targeting reticle does feel a little too loose to me. I had to reduce my mouse sensitivity a lot just so that damn thing didn't go flying all over the screen. The aiming would have been much better if they had tightened up this reticle more. But the controls are only a small part of this game's problems. The big problem in this clusterfuck is the gameplay. I tried multiple times to get through this game, and I couldn't even get past the third level! It is way, way, way too hard. I mean pants-shittingly hard. This game redefines the term unforgiving. Now, the first level is hard enough. With enough practice, though, it is manageable. But by the second level... Jesus fucking Christ! This game goes from hard to nearly fucking impossible in 10 seconds flat. Instead of Die Hard, they should have called this game Die Easy. Because that's what you're gonna do when you play this fucker. Even the 3 continues don't really help with the difficulty. And by the third level, forget it. If you don't have bombs for these guys, you are fucking screwed. I mean, look at this. There's like 80 guys attacking me at once. How am I supposed to deal with this? I mean, shit, man, at least give me some more firepower like an M60 or at least more of a chance to get used to things. And even at the end of the second level, they throw a goddamn army at you. There's 6 fucking terrorists for McClane to fight in this boss battle, not 3 like the movie. If McClane had to face all these fuckers in the film, he never would have made it off the skywalk alive. The only way I could see to beat these guys is to save up a bunch of bombs and nuke them. And I have a question about this little girl. What kind of asshole parents would let their little girl walk around during a fucking shootout? Whoever they are, they deserve to win the Worst Parents Ever award, hands down. And a little girl in a shootout? Really, game designers? You couldn't have programmed a better NPC like Leslie Barnes or some other character? No, we're gonna stick a little girl in there. Bravo, my heroes. Oh, and these cops or security guards or whatever the hell they are ain't any hot shit either. They don't even fight the terrorists or anything. They just run away like pussies. These morons don't look like they could protect a fart, let alone an airport. Yet another problem with this game is the power-ups. In most good shooting games, you kill enemies and power-ups drop right in front of you so you can shoot them. But this cocksucking game likes to fuck with you. Oftentimes it drops the goddamn things behind conveyor belts and other scenery so you can't shoot them. So a lot of times you have to shoot the power-ups out of the air before they fall behind something and you can't get them anymore. Why not just drop the power-ups where I can shoot them like in a bunch of other shooters?
But oh no, the game designers had to get cute!
God damn it, I hate petty shit like this! Worse yet, McClane's trusty Beretta barely has any stopping power at all. Christ, is he firing a .22 or what? Because it takes a bunch of bullets to kill these fuckos. Not to mention that it has fewer bullets than a real Beretta 92FS pistol. The real Beretta 92FS has 15 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber, not 9. Why is this so? You tell me, folks. Maybe the game designers can't fucking count. Or they just didn't give a shit. On the other hand, the fictional Glock 7 pistol is better. It shoots faster and seems to have more stopping power. Also, it seemed like it had better aim, at least to me. Stranger still, I found the Glock 7 to be better than the game's M16. Alright, to be fair, maybe it's an issue with my mouse or something else, because I saw playthroughs on YouTube where they could do rapid fire with the M16 and the other automatic weapons. So this is one case where I will give the game designers the benefit of the doubt. That's the only benefit I'm going to give them, though. Hit detection is yet another problem with this game. More than once, I swear I had these guys dead to rights, yet my shots don't register. Again, maybe it could be an issue with my mouse. Or maybe it could just be shitty hit detection programming. I wouldn't put it past the bastards. Overall, I really tried to beat this game, folks, but I just couldn't. No matter how hard I tried, I failed. Out of a sense of misguided curiosity, I did want to see the rest of the game, just to see if it got any better. So I cheated. Now I don't like to cheat, but there's no fucking way that I'm gonna beat this game fair and square. If you type in the word Karen during gameplay, it activates a cheat mode. Now, like the first 2 levels, the other ones are pretty faithful to the film's plot. In addition to Esperanza's escape from the runway, there's the snowmobile chase and the terrorist plane escape. And I do appreciate how faithful the game designers were to the movie's plot, which is one of the game's few virtues. But even with a cheat, this game still has too many fucking enemies and hardly any time to react. Just look at this, they're shooting like 1,000,000 times at you. I guess the game programmers never heard of a learning curve. This game is more like a learning wall that you slam right into and never scale. The game's cardinal sin, though, is that it's boring. Even with cheats, it's boring. I swear, I got so bored and frustrated getting footage for this review that I started knocking off the balloon girl just for the hell of it. Okay, so I'm a sick fuck. Sue me. But I think almost anyone would lose their mind as well as their morals after playing this game for a prolonged period. Do you want to know what's even worse than the boredom, though? It's the game's ending. For all your efforts, all you get is one lousy fucking screen that says you have completed your mission. And it's hardly any different from the game over screen. Jesus, this game is such a piece of shit! After seeing this ending, you know what? I'm glad I fucking cheated. Because this game doesn't deserve to be beaten fair and square. The shitty ending's not the only insult this game throws at you either. If you get a bad score, the game has the nerve to insult you. Oh, go fuck off, you fucking cocksuckers. And to think of all the hours I wasted playing this fucking pile of junk. I would have rather have spent my time having 20 fat, hairy, sweaty truck drivers gang rape me outside of Denny's in Duluth. There's also a shooting gallery at the beginning of the game. But it's boring and useless, and it doesn't help your aim or give you any bonuses. Like the rest of the game, it's a waste of time, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Finally, let's examine who's responsible for this atrocity. Why, it's our old friends at Grand Slam. Yes, the pricks who put their name on that awful Hunt for October Amiga game I covered all those years ago. And the actual game was designed by Tiertex. Yes, the dickheads who made that awful Last Crusade game for the Sega Master System. What a pair! It's like bubonic plague bacteria mixed with sarin nerve gas! If I were them, I'd stop making movie licensed games, if they haven't already. because all they do is strike out every time. So in conclusion, I'd skip this game and go with Die Hard 2 from the Die Hard Trilogy game on PS1. It may be a hard game, but it's a lot more fun than this shit pile. And before I wrap up this review, I want to wish all my viewers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is Film and Stuff, signing off. Thanks for watching. Oh, go fuck off, you fucking cocksuckers!